everything looks right now. Risers the correct way. Looks nice. Whew. That was interesting. So I'm learning, obviously, every time I do this. A year ago, I didn't know this stuff. Not few of them, but repetition, you get better and better and better. Daniel's wake a little bit. Yeah, it's cool to know some of these things. Like, I know, like some of it I don't realize I know until I do it. And it's like, I do know how that line goes, or which way this faces, or how to do it. I think it's just so cool. It's amazing. It looks like the tide's coming in. Uh-oh. I'll land if it gets closer. See if I can do foot drag. Okay, I'll practice. I got a little low probably. See if it's bumpy over here. Probably is. Where the group is right there. Whoa. Whoa. That's bumpy. Looks like Nick's down there. Some trashy air right here from those trees. I'm gonna head back out there and go play with those guys. There's that other guy. I saw another pilot out or something. So cool. I love that. It's weird because I'm doing it, but I love watching it too. And like when I see other pilots flying, I think that's so cool. And then I get to do it. You might hear me repeat that. I apologize for the repetition, but it's true. It's I just get a kick out of it, and then to be able to do it too. Like today's beautiful. A little windy, but sometimes the wind helps, like on launching and landing. I don't mind the wind, but right now it's a little bumpy, as you can see. I am flying downwind though, so that probably has a lot to do with the bumpiness. That's really pretty, the white water. So once I turn into the wind over here, it should be much smoother. And I'm getting the what they call turbulence tolerance, but I don't like it. Not a fan of the turbulence. It's just, it's kind of scary. So I fly a flat top paramotor. My seat has 22 inches of the space in between. It's to do weight shifting, move my body from one side to the other. Helps with maneuverability and control. But it feels really loose in here. So if I get a lot of turbulence, it feels like I'm just sitting on the edge of the seat way up in the sky with nothing holding me. The straps are all loose. I don't think they can take their, I get my GoPro to aim at it. It's too low. But it just feels kind of scary. Whereas I flew a couple different paramotors, for example, the Limitless, which I really like, but it has the dewdeck harness. And I really like that harness. It feels more like a backpack, like it's hugging you. And when I experienced the turbulence with that, it wasn't nearly as scary. I felt like if it were to tip me upside down, that the cage and the motor and everything will just stay on my back. Where this, it feels like I'm falling. Like there's not much holding me in here. So it's just a weird thing, weird freaky thing, mind thing. And I don't know if someone could fall out of this. I mean, I have shoulder straps on and stuff, but you never know. Anyways, I love this. Like this right here. I'm cruising along this sand berm thing, kind of crabbing. That's like gone sideways, maybe 30-degree angle. I don't know what it is. Against the wind, and I'm just sitting here. It's nice and smooth. A little tiny bit of movement, but I don't know if I'd call that turbulence. It's so pretty though. Let's go buzz by Amber. See what they're doing. Hey guys. What's up? I really like when people take their phones out and record, because who knows who they're going to show, you know, put it on their Facebook or something, I don't know, or show their friends or family. That's so cool. Like, they have no idea who I am. They, you know, could barely make out my face from that far, who knows. But it's so cool to me that someone is going to share that, and maybe, like I keep saying, someone might smile or just be like, oh, cool, or feel good. That is awesome. I'd love to know that, or to think that that might be happening. And I wasn't really paying attention. I better fly. I'm going downwind, like 20 feet over the water. And that's something else. You gotta stay focused. Like, I get mesmerized sometimes with the beauty and just looking at something. And it's like I gotta remember I'm piloting this aircraft, and I can't just, you know, forget what I'm doing. My mouth is so dry right now. I have not been hydrating the best during this event. I have you guys might have something too. We're all human, but when I get excited or anxiety or anything like that, I have trouble eating, drinking. So in anticipation of this event, getting all our gear ready and our campsite and everything, making sure our dogs are taken care of. I was just really busy, was not eating and drinking, and I feel it. I've been just feeling like a headachy today, and it's because of lack of water, I think. But it's strange because today is Sunday, the last day of the event. Ironically, the best flying day so far. Everybody else, or not everybody, most people, like 90% of the crowd or pilots have left. And it kind of sucks because it's been since Wednesday. We were supposed to be here on Wednesday. The wind was too much and we weren't ready, so I thought, let's just stay. We're gonna come Thursday. We're about 2 hours away from here. So Thursday comes and pouring down rain here at the beach and at home. So I thought, I don't want to set up camp in the rain. Well, we didn't get out here till Friday, about 4 p.m. Super windy. I got one flight in. Oh wait, no, Friday we didn't. Friday we just hung out. Saturday is when it was super windy. Ended up getting one flight. It was fun, but some of the veteran pilots are saying, I'm not going to go up. And I was like, I got to go. So Jeff and Daniel and I, probably some of the most rookie pilots out here, were the three that were in the air. It was funny. But today seems really nice. And Jeff went home this morning. I was trying to talk him into staying a little bit longer. But he's got a long drive, like 6-7 hours, something like that, back home. I'm assuming he has to work in the morning. But yeah, today's really nice. There's still a few pilots out here. Big Nick is out here. Kevin Can Fly is out here. I'm still trying to determine if Kevin can fly. I just tease him. If you're watching this, Kevin, I'm just giving you a hard time, brother. Yeah, thanks for all the help that you gave me and some of the other guys. I appreciate all the feedback I can get. Sometimes people act like they know everything when they're telling me stuff. Sometimes people are really humble. Sometimes people are completely wrong. But I'll take it, and hopefully I get the correct information from it. Or I'll listen. I shouldn't say I'll take it. I will listen, and hopefully they're giving me true advice. It's pretty. But yeah, I appreciate the help from everybody. And I'm new. I guess I'm getting not so new. I've been in about 1.5 years now doing the paramotor stuff, but I also really enjoy helping people. If someone flips a riser over or something, or whatever it could be, just to be like, hey, brother, this or that, or whatever it could be. Just really nice to have information that someone needs. And if I need information, I hope there's someone there that can convey it to me. This is really pretty. It's a really nice flight. I'm still going downwind, so that's why I'm high. When I get down there, well, I talked to Nick earlier, and he said it's a little breezy down by Cape Kawanda, so I feel like my throttle's turning in my hand. So this throttle is a little weird. I flew the off-grid aviation throttle. It's on the left hand, the pinky one. It's okay. This is the flat top one. I guess other ones have it too. I'm not sure. It's okay. I love that. It's so cool. So I've not flown this far south yet from Sandlake, but it's really pretty. It'd be nice to, I don't know. It'd be nice to have an extra home, vacation home out here. I don't know if I'd want 100% of my living to be out here. Maybe up there on that hill. Yeah, like that house on the hill, the one on the right, I'll take that. That's friggin' beautiful. I'd totally take that. Oh man, imagine that. Dude, imagine it, because thoughts become reality. If you picture yourself behind the window of one of those houses looking at this view, who knows? That could happen. It might take some effort. You're required to do some actions, but who knows? Okay, I'm starting to feel that trashy air when I turn around. Does Daniel follow me down here? I don't know who that is. It's cool that there's someone out here. I love this stuff. Hello. catch up to Daniel. Shouldn't be too hard. My 24 is a little bit faster than 21. I have a Dominator just like that, except it's green and gray, that same color gray, but a green color. I prefer my Spider though. I learned on the Dominator and I like it, but I think I love the Spider. Man, what an awesome house, look at that. They're like, who the heck are you looking at my house? That's one of the perks of having an aircraft. I can fly up and look at your window. Just tease them. That's probably one of the best views inside a house I've ever seen from flying, actually. It's just the angle of the sun, or the light right now. Daniel doesn't see me yet. I think he's about to. It's kind of hard to see from the side. You got a big blind spot in the back where the fan is. Not because of the fan, just because you can't see behind your back like that. Right on, brother. This is so cool. Slow down a little bit. I wonder if Amber moved to the Explorer yet. Yeah, tide is coming out. Watch out for my turbulence, brother. He doesn't know about it, he's gonna learn. It's not too bad. I don't know how dangerous it is. I've seen pilots fly right behind other pilots, like directly behind them. I've seen Dell do it a bunch. And it's probably just bumpy. I've done it a little bit, or flew through wakes. Looks like Daniel's getting more confident. So when I first started flying, I stayed away from the ground. Not really high up, but it's kind of funny. Like when I was helping Trevor with the training, you'd see the newer students or brand new students get real high up, and maybe 800,000 feet. The average students, mediocre students, whatever, maybe halfway between them and the really good students, or the really good pilots, I should say. Maybe they're no longer. We're all students, always. If you're not, then something's wrong. We should all be students and teachers. You know, just it's the time and the place. I guess know the role, or know your role when it's time. Anyways, yeah, the more proficient pilots would be closer to the ground, and it's something about it. Like, I love flying close to the ground, where I guess it's a danger zone, 0 to 500 feet or whatever. But it's so cool. Like right now, I'm going against these, or next to these little sand things, and the perspective of it flying by, or going by me as I fly by, it's just weird. It gives you this weird sensation. You're flying, you know, and it's just so amazing. And then when you get high up, anywhere above like a few hundred feet, 800 feet, maybe 1,000 feet, it all starts to kind of blend in, and you don't really get the feeling of, as much feeling of movement. Like a couple times I've been real high, like the one time I was about 10,000 or more. I could have been flying backwards. It didn't look like I was moving at all. I mean, I guess obviously I was inching towards the airport because I made it there, but the perception is really minute when you're that high versus close to the ground like this, and like, try not to lose focus, but looking down at the ground like that, it just flies by. And it's really unique sensation. Really fun. I'm really thankful for it. I love this thing. I love it. I love the sport. The people are amazing. I met some really, really good people. I really care for them. And I hope the feeling is mutual, because I want to be part of their lives. And I hope we can share this amazing part of our lives, the paramotor stuff, for as long as we can. It's amazing. Just amazing. I feel so blessed. And you guys might hear me say this, and sorry for repeating myself, but if anybody wants to learn more about this stuff, paramotoring or paragliding, I know a few people now, and I'm willing to introduce you guys to anybody. You know, Big Nick, he's a paraglider. So technically I haven't paraglided. I've always had my motor on. Like, I've done ridge soaring. Like, we'll go over here and see if we can catch some lift off of this little ridge. But I've never actually like done a hike and fly or anything like that. I've been to paragliding sites and it's pretty intimidating. But anyways, if you guys, any of you have any questions or anything like that, I can help point you in the right direction. Some world-class training, or if you want a tandem ride. And if you've watched my videos, you probably heard me talk about the tandem stuff. I want to get a tandem trike eventually, but they're cost a few bucks for a nice one. But I know some people that do it, and I think I could help you out, help you find a way to get in the air. I really appreciate Amber, what she puts up with, and I'm assuming the other wives, like Daniel's wife Mary, and Jeff was here earlier, and his wife Alyssa. I'm really thankful for their coolness and their patience and how much they're willing to do for us. You know, I was going to say sacrifice, but I struggle with words sometimes, because I want to say the correct word. Like I know Amber does a lot for me at the paramotor stuff, you know, helping fix my wing and dealing with all this stuff, you know, going out to Utah multiple times, and it literally changed our lives. And I'm super thankful for it. I try not to be greedy, you know, I try to look at from other people's perspective, and I would think, like, let's say Amber got into this, I would think it was so cool, but that's just how I feel. Maybe I wouldn't think it was cool, you know, but I'm really thankful that she's willing to help me, and that she's supportive, you know. It looks like Alyssa's supportive of Jeff, and it looks like Mary is supportive of Daniel. I think that means a lot, because this is not just some you know, carefree thing you come and just jump in and do. I've actually had people come up to me before and like, do you rent those? Where can we get them? No, it's not like that. It takes a lot, and it's literally life changing. I know Jeff's life has changed. I know Daniel's life has changed. I know my life has changed. And because of that, I know our wives' lives have changed as well. And I'm just really thankful that they're cool. And these three that I'm talking about, they just happen to be cool. I don't know a bunch of pilots out there yet, but I'm sure there's some out there that their wives say, no, you can't do this, or sorry for the voice. Anyways, no, you can't do this, or whatever. And I haven't experienced that, and I'm really happy about that, because I think it could potentially drive people apart, you know, like if the spouse said, I don't want anything to do with that. Because this is addictive. Once I felt it, I was like, yeah, I know. I actually knew before I even bought it. Amber was telling me, and I think Alyssa said this to Jeff as well, are you sure you're going to like it? You know, maybe you should go try before you buy, basically. I knew I would like it. I knew I would like it. I didn't realize I would have issues like the motion sickness, which is easily, I didn't know this at first, but it's easily overcomeable with the motion bracelet I have. It's the M term. It's like a TENS unit. Shocks my vagus nerve in my wrist. It's amazing. Like, it'll take all 100% of the nausea away, and you can still go throw up. Like, you still get sick sometimes, whatever, but you can throw up and not feel anything. It's like, wow, that's bizarre. Where usually if I get the nausea, it'll stick around for hours and hours. It's just not very fun. But other than that, the motion sickness, the turbulence, the cost of everything, those are some of the bad things. But other than that, I love this stuff. It's so cool. Just amazing. Hey guys! I love it. I love it so much just to be able to share this. Because if I walked by those people, they might wave, but probably not. So this is just cool. So noticed when I was looking at Google Earth, there's a Boy Scout camp right here. Most people would never even know it unless they could fly or look at a map or something. There's some buildings right there. It's like a lake with some buildings right there. So I gained a little tiny bit of altitude. I'll fly back towards everybody. I can already feel the bumpiness. It's weird. You'd think that you could see a parachute in the sky, a big one. They blend in so well. I don't know if Daniel's still up. He might have landed, and it's a little chilly. Oh, there he is, right there, right in front of me. I didn't even see him. Like that. He's getting more comfortable. This is so cool. I love it. So pretty. Get a little altitude. So this is something I'm still getting used to. Altitude. It's bizarre. Like, you'd think, what's the difference between 50 feet, 500 feet? Oh, there is a difference. I don't know why, but I feel it. So weird. And this right here, you guys, what you see on the screen, this is one of the main reasons why I want to get into paramotoring, is just to look at stuff. I love the view. I love it. I think it's amazing. Just to be able to see things. The perspective too, like, I know people don't like this so much, but being able to see over the trees, you know, like over the fence, I should say, into someone's yard. And literally, I can do it. Sometimes, like if I flew down by those houses, someone might have a 6-7 foot tall fence or whatever to keep most eyes out of, but then someone like us, the paramotor pilots, fly by and look right down in there. And I understand. I probably wouldn't want it either, you know, someone looking at my stuff, but they don't stick around long, or we don't stick around long. Like if I fly over a property, it's just for a second, and it doesn't mean I'm purposely trying to do it. It's just like, you know, let's say between me and that rock over there, is that Haystack Rock? Anyways, let's say there's 100 properties and I want to fly in a straight line to it, and I have to go over all of them. My intention isn't to look over every single one of them, even though I might be able to. My intention is to get over to my destination maybe in the shortest amount of time. But yeah, the view is amazing. I don't want to intrude on anybody's anything, but I do love this. My arms are getting tired, especially my right shoulder for some reason. I wonder how high those are, those clouds. Doesn't look very high, 2,000 feet. I'll just stay down here. So I really enjoy beach flying. One of the things I don't like about the beach flying is how you're limited to the beach. It's super easy, but then if I go over there, it's super bumpy, or not super bumpy, it can be potentially bumpy. So over here, where that little hill is, one of the first times, about this time last year actually, I was still learning, and the wind was pretty fierce. It was maybe 15, but I was hauling ass over that hill. And it was just so cool. I was waving at people in the campground. I was like, man, I'm flying. Well, when I got over there to where that little sand area is, I think it's an estuary bird thing. I'm not sure what it's called. The worst turbulence or rotor I've ever felt in my life. The rotor was coming off that hill, like turning and stuff. I thought I was gonna die. Like I really thought I was gonna die. I actually have it recorded, and I might have posted it by now. I'm not sure. I'm still working on my channel. I will post a video though if I haven't. But it is, or it was the scariest, one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life. But it got through it, and I was flying my Dominator wing with my flight valve, obviously. That was before I had my Amateur bracelet too. And so I was stuck over there for about 15 minutes fighting fighting the air, or the horrible turbulence. And I actually flew out, almost touching this water right here, and came out to the ocean and flew back to the LZ. But like I was saying, that was before I had my motion sickness bracelet. After the fight of the turbulence, when I got down, almost down to the deck, 10 feet, 15 feet over the sand, and started flying out here, I started throwing up. And I didn't know if it was the adrenaline. And it was my first experience throwing up. Like, I had felt queasy before flying, and I would land and get sick, but I had never thrown up in the air at that point. But I started throwing up, like, almost uncontrollably, to where it was violent, like spraying out, and got all over my clothes, got on my GoPro lens, and horrible, freaking horrible. And I think it was a combination of things: the adrenaline dump from being scared, and then just the turbulence. I had never experienced shaking like that in the air. Maybe on a carnival ride or something, or a bumpy car ride or something. But it's different when you're in the air. And like I was saying earlier in the video, how the comfort bars on the flat top are so far apart that the comfort bars, they're not comfortable. Anyways, they're so far apart, you just feel loose in there. So as this thing was shaking all over, I thought I was gonna die. And obviously I didn't. Really thankful for that, but I learned a valuable lesson. Pay attention to where you fly. Don't fly over hills. If there's no wind, you can fly anywhere. For example, I wish there was no wind right now. I'd fly over those mountains or over those hills and go in that little valley thing over there. But if there's wind, it can be very, very dangerous, potentially life-threatening. And I don't want that. I want to live. I want to have fun. I want to love my family and enjoy stuff like this. Enjoy this this interesting place that we're all sharing. And the water is so pretty. It's a really pretty color. It's probably like 45 degrees. I don't know how cold it is, but I bet that water is not pleasant to be in. My right arm is really sore for some reason. I'm resting it on the risers. I'm probably gonna go back and land shortly. I don't know where Daniel is, but I'll go say hi to these people one more time. Let's see if I can find them. See him? So we're supposed to look clean and pull. Oh, there he is, way down there, I see him. I'm getting kind of hungry. Maybe we can land and go have lunch or something and fly again. So yeah, this is just really cool. Like I said, it's a blessing. Blessing. I hope to share it with others. You know, in 5 years, maybe I'll be an instructor, a better one. So I did get to go and help Trevor Steele at his backcountry school when it first started, and I feel blessed. You know, I think that he asked a few people to help beforehand, and they said no. Ultimately, they said no because they were not there, and I was. I guess they had prior commitments or something, but I sacrificed a lot. I spent a lot of money, and I took a lot of unpaid time off of work to go do that. It was pretty cool. Like, I'm thankful that I got to do it. It was very, very rewarding, even though financially it cost a lot. I'm still dealing with that. But no one else can say that they went. Well, Amber can because she was there. But I went and helped Trevor when he asked. It's amazing, you know. I was taught by Trevor and Dell and a few other guys too 8 months prior to that, 6 months prior to that, wherever it was. And for Trevor to call me and ask me to come and help teach new students, it's amazing. The students show up and they don't know me. You know, they don't know if I have 10 years or 10 months of experience. They were calling me Instructor Michael and stuff. It was bizarre, like just a surreal situation. And I'd have to tell them, I'm like, hey, you guys, I'm just a little bit ahead of you. You know, I'm a few months ahead of you. And I'm just blessed enough to be able to come and do this. And I have to say, I did do pretty good at kiting. So I feel pretty proficient in kiting, and I can teach people how to kite pretty well. I might not know all the tricks, but I could teach someone how to operate a wing very well. The whole flying thing, I'm still learning that, and I don't know if I would want to, I would tell someone what I know, and if they wanted to go with that information and go flying, then that's their own choice. But as of right now, I would say I'm not experienced enough to be a paramotor instructor, even though I have the information, enough information to correctly teach someone to safely get off the ground. Myself, I want more time. I want to be able to tell someone, you know, I've got 500 hours on this or whatever the number might be. I don't know, 200 hours, whatever it is, just to make them feel comfortable. You know, if it makes them feel better, because if someone came up to me, like when I was seeking this information, I literally went to what I thought was the best in the world, super training. But I think other people are also really good. I don't know if there's a best in the world, because I could point you to some better training, or honestly, yes, I think it's better. Anyways, man, I lost my train of thought. Training, but there's all different levels, I guess, but some better than others. Oh yeah, I was gonna teach myself, and Amber said, you better find the best in the world. So that's how I found the super training, whatever. And I appreciate it, but if I went there and I asked someone, how many hours do you have as an instructor, and they're like, 10, I might pack my shit up and walk away. Like, this guy doesn't know, even though he might. Like, after 10 hours of kiting, I was good at kiting. Like, not the best, but I think I could have fooled someone and said, oh, I've been doing this for years or whatever. But I'd like to be able to say, I've done, you know, hundreds of hours of training or experience, and I can teach you this, or I can help show you. That might ease someone's concerns. You know, put them in a more comfortable position to go on a flight or look up the sport. They're probably wanting to leave. It's not the coldest out here. It's a little chilly. It's not too bad. Not bad at all. I have a light coat on, so I was dripping sweat when I launched because of a lot of effort being put forth. But now that I've been up here putting around for a minute, it's a little chilly. But not bad. And thanks again, everybody, for spending your time with me. I hope that my videos will I hope they're entertaining, and I hope they get more entertaining. I'm not exactly sure why I'm doing this. I don't know if I'm going to appeal to paramotor people or just someone wanting to listen to someone chat it up or whatever. But I feel like I've had some feelings to guidance. I don't know what to call it. Urge to make videos or share content or talk to people. Hopefully good information comes out of my brain, out of my mouth. But like I was saying, thank you. Thanks for spending your time with me, watching us, or watching me. I think it's really cool. I'm really thankful to have viewers, whether it be 30 or 40 or 30 or 40,000. I don't care. I'm just really happy about it. And when I talk, I know right at this point, last time I checked, I had 38 subscribers. I know that's not much, but it makes me smile when I think about it. I'm like, 38 people want to watch my stuff? just kind of amazing to me. But when I'm talking like this, for some reason I picture thousands and thousands of people listening. So maybe we'll get there someday, maybe not. I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm just going to talk. And if someone, and the thing is I would love to reach thousands of people potentially or whatever, you know, make them feel good about themselves or guide them to, or help guide, I should say, to, you know, paramotor stuff, for example, or whatever I might be doing. I would love that, but if I make 1,000 videos and it reaches one person and it can help change that person's life for something better or more positive, or literally to make them happier, to make them feel better, to make them put a smile on their face, whatever, I don't care, fill in the blank, as long as it's happy and they're getting a higher frequency and positive vibrations. If my videos reach that one person, then it's all worth it. But with that said, I would rather reach 1 million people. I think that'd be freaking amazing to be able to talk to 1 million people, or like look at a video, for example, Chucky Wright. I haven't met him in person yet. I want to call him my buddy. We chat on Instagram and stuff, and he went and hung out with Trevor and did a little training before, or one of the times I wasn't there. Anyways, Chucky did a video where he flew to 17,500 feet, and I'm pretty sure it went viral. But I think right now, or last time I checked, the views were like 1.5 million or something like that. It's probably higher now. That is so cool to me that someone can make a video of doing something. Don't get me wrong, that's not an easy feat. I'm pretty sure he was in Florida when he did it. So doing it here in Oregon might be a little different. You might have to prepare a little bit different. The sky might be a little colder or whatever. I don't know how it is in Florida up that high. But anyways, it's not an easy feat. Chucky's an athlete. Like, I've been following him for a little while now, year and a half, 2 years. I don't know exactly, maybe longer, maybe shorter, I don't know. I'm impressed by him. He's younger than me by about 15 years or so, I think. But I am impressed by him. He is an athlete, doing all kinds of amazing stuff. And that video, he went to 17,500 feet and has like 1.5 million views. That is so cool. So cool that potentially 1 million, people might have watched it more. I don't know exactly how the view count works on YouTube and stuff. But it's so cool that potentially that many people had watched him. It's just amazing. I love it. And Tucker, he might feel the same way or similar or something, because he's got videos with a shit ton of views too. Okay, I'm getting a little oscillation. Yeah, it was me doing it because I'm not paying attention. I think I'm gonna come in and land just because cold. Damn it. So usually I'm supposed to stop it, let the wind carry it back over that way. So I'm learning, like I said. And it's weird because yesterday, when I think about it, I mess up. Or I don't want to call it messing up. It's just, I don't do it as smooth. So, for example, I wanted to just now come in and push brakes down to stop my wing over me like this and have it fall behind me. Then I turn and control it nicely. But when I think about it, see, let's watch Daniel do it. Oh, he's not landing, I don't think. No, he's not. He's not going into the wind. But anyways, when I land, I'm supposed to stuff a little bit of brakes. Oh shit, my wing's getting wet. I don't like that. But anyways, when I come in for landing, sometimes I just think about the landing and then not stuffing brakes, and so my wing overflies me a little bit. And it's whatever. I'm not too concerned about it. My thing is, as long as I get down on the ground safely, that's what matters to me. Take a little break for a second.